mean, there are thousands upon thousands of Kentuckians that want a non-pharmaceutical option to treat their life-debilitating disease. And with a right to try bill already passed, and they should have the opportunity, and that's what the HB 136 is about. It's about patients' rights and the ability to do whatever is needed to treat whatever illness that they have. And the bigger picture is also they don't want to be felons. They want to be able to, go to a dispensary and buy something legally instead of having to be the fear of being arrested.
There are unintended consequences to any action. And the concern that we have is when you label something medicine, it connotes a label of safety and efficacy that has been vetted and tested out. We don't have that with the entirety of a plant like cannabis. We have it within components of it, and I advocate for those components, but we need to figure out how we can get those value-added elements without the risks, without the harms that are absolutely known. And when we talk about marijuana as a whole, there are concerns that the medical infrastructure has to label this as medicine because, again, it will be connoted as more safe and effective than it is. If there's a push for recreational marijuana, if people want to use this on their own, I have no opinion on that. But if we're going to label something medicine, then allow it to come from the medical institution, not the business individuals.
Well, it's just, this is one of those things that's just inevitable, whether one's for it or against it. 4 of our border states have medical marijuana. Illinois is going to be recreational marijuana by the end of this year, which means people in Paducah can go right across the river to Metropolis, Illinois, home of Superman, and buy all the marijuana they want to legally. It's a matter of time, and we just got to get it done.
Well, this is a situation that I've consistently said my opinion would be based on somebody giving me a series of studies that show that marijuana has medicinal or therapeutic values. For years, I've asked for those studies. I was delivered 27 documents, which were purported to be studies. Some of them were really summaries of what was going on within the research. But virtually every summary I read said that they were not statistically significant samples. The time periods were not long enough. That there was potential, some things not statistically significant, but indicators that there is a possibility for use of marijuana in the realm of spasticity for people who have multiple sclerosis or nausea reduction for individuals taking chemotherapy. So to that extent, there are indicators, but they haven't been proven to be something that you want to do. But on the other side, what has also been proven, that exposure to, long-term exposure to marijuana has a relationship to psychotic instances. For exposure to marijuana for individuals under 25 where there has not been full brain development, it is detrimental. And lastly, there's 50% more carcinogens in marijuana than there are in cigarettes if you smoke them. So there needs to be additional study, and I think maybe with the exception of one of the 27 documents they provided to me, all said additional study needs to be done before decisions are made. And so that's my position. I think there are indicators, but it has not been looked at in depth nor thorough enough for individuals to make decisions.